I am Dr. Yogesh Gautam, and at DMR, I am taking care of the AKMU and the TOT sections. AKMU deals with the IT-related works that are being carried out at the institute, and the TOT, which is the Transfer of Technology Department, it takes care of the trainings, of the melas, of the demonstrations, and on-farm trials, and all the works that are related to the farmers. Here at DMR, we receive around 4,000 farmers, students throughout the year. They visit here to have a view of the mushroom related activities. So in this lecture, I'll be telling you about the application of machinery, application of IT in mushroom cultivation. And after that, I'll be taking some points related to the round the year cultivation of mushrooms. So when we talk of machinery in mushroom cultivation, the first process is of making spawn. So in spawn making also, if you are making spawn on a large scale, you require machineries like autoclaves, laminar flows, boilers, kettles, and a room with racks. And you have to maintain the temperature within definite limits. Then in compost making also, you have to use machineries like turners, mixers, and then in spawning also, you can make automatic filling of these bags. And then if you are growing mushrooms in tray forms, harvesting can also be done mechanically through robots. So in all these works related to mushroom cultivation, machineries are being used. Then we come to application of IT. First of all, we give information related to these trainings on our websites, and we take applications also online. People apply online, and then people are selected for those trainings. Then actual trainings can also be conducted through IT, like we have conducted online trainings on mushroom cultivation. And then the information related to machineries, raw material, suppliers, and all the activities related to mushroom cultivation that is available on the net. Then precision agriculture, you must have heard about precision agriculture, which is providing accurate conditions to the plants. In fields, crops also, precision agriculture has been conducted in polyhouses. And in mushroom also, we know that we have to provide definite temperature, humidity, and CO2 requirements to the mushroom crop. So precision agriculture can be taken care of in mushroom cultivation also. And this can be done by using sensors, and the sensors data can be taken, and through that data, we can monitor the crop. The sensors will give data related to temperature, CO2, humidity, and which can be controlled manually. Also, alarms can be generated if the data goes beyond some limits. And the census data can also be used for automatic farm cultivation. Here, we can control the data related to temperature, humidity, and CO2 through the sensors. Sensors data will be taken to actuators, and the AHUs, which is the air handling units through which we can control the conditions of the cropping room. The sensors data will give command through software to the machineries. And for example, if we want to bring down the CO2 content, the vent for fresh air will be opened, and fresh air will be introduced in the room, and the CO2 level will come down. Then robotic harvesting can also be done through this IT-rated. And then packaging part of the mushrooms. The mushrooms after harvesting, they are packaged. That can also be done automatically through use of information technology. Then for marketing also, we can use websites We can use WhatsApp applications. We have many examples where WhatsApp applications are being used for this marketing. The government has started one e-nam related portal where people can market their produce electronically. So this IT can be used in almost all the components of this mushroom cultivation. So now we come to, sorry, some more uh, facts related to this mushroom cultivation where IT can be used. The websites is a clear-cut example where IT is being used to display the information related to mushroom cultivation, and also some advisories are being given to mushroom farmers on a weekly basis so that they can take care of their mushroom related crop. Then some expert systems have also been developed where people can interact with the experts. Uh, then some decision support systems where information is given to farmers related to which crop can be cultivated, which variety of mushrooms can be cultivated in which part of the country. Then mobile apps, we have some mobile apps, one related to the farmers and one related to spawn, where all the information related to that is available and farmers are benefiting from that. Then social media, with WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, these uh, applications are being used to interact with the farmers. Now we come to the round air cultivation of mushrooms. As you know that different mushrooms are to be given different type of environment to grow them. So if we have a climatical control facility like this AC control facility, so we can grow mushroom at any part of the year, at any part of the country. So if you have this facility, then there's no need to go for this round air cultivation. So round air cultivation concept is for people who are growing mushrooms seasonally. That is, they grow mushrooms in the season in which the environment which is relevant to that mushroom is available. And that is based on, just like in the field crops, we see that the crop rotation is uh, suggested to farmers. So that is based on the water requirement, maybe water requirement, water requirement. That means, so what amount of water is required for a particular crop. So if water is required is more, so they are grown in the season when more water is available. And then crop nutrition based on nutrition requirement. Then crop rotation based on sunlight requirement, when which part of the year more sunlight is required. So those crops are grown in that part of the year. Then based on the root system of the crops also, it is suggested that different crops can be grown in different time of the year. Similarly, in this mushroom also, around their cultivation of mushrooms, we suggest to farmers that they grow different mushrooms at the different times of the year so that they can get definite profit, employment generation, and resource utilization throughout the year. That means if they grow mushroom from throughout the year, in the subsequent slides, I will be showing that which mushroom crop they can grow in which part of the year. So if they grow mushrooms throughout the year, they will be getting profit also throughout the year. And employment generation also they will be getting throughout the year. So if they are themselves employed in the mushroom cultivation, or they have employed some other people, laborers or some other experts in their farms, so they will also be employed throughout the year. And the resources, they have farms, they have rooms, they have machineries, they have people employed. So all those resources will be utilized throughout the year. So we come to this cultivation of mushrooms. First of all, we take this Agaricus bisporus crop, which can be grown at a temperature of 14 to 18 degrees. So this crop can be grown at this temperature, and this Agaricus bitorcus, this crop can be grown at a temperature of around 25 degrees centigrade. Then this is the auriculata species, which is a black hair mushroom. This is also a very popular mushroom in northeast. This can be grown at a temperature of around 25 to 30 degrees. Then we have Lentillona idodes, the shiitake mushroom, which is grown at a temperature around 14 to 18 degrees. The pleurotus species, oyster mushroom, there are different species, right from 12 degrees to 32 to 35 degrees. There are many species which can be grown in this range of temperature. Then we have Volvella, Volvaceae, which can be grown at a temperature of 28 to 32 degrees. We have Psilocybe, which can be grown at a temperature of 30 to 35 degrees centigrade. And then we have Ganoderma lucidum, which can be grown at temperature to 28 to 35 degrees. So we can see there is a whole range of temperatures during which different mushrooms can be grown at different part of the year. We will take an example like in mushroom cultivation in the plains. In plain areas, what we can do is that during the winter season, from October to February, this butter mushroom can be grown. And then with some temperatures, some higher range from September, March, this Batagus can be grown. Auricularia can be grown from February to April. And Pleurotus, which is the oyster mushroom, living aside June, July, August, this can be grown rest of the year. Then Volvella mushroom, which requires high temperature, high humidity, it is grown at a temperature of around 32 degrees. It will be grown in the rainy season, July, August. The Psilocybe mushroom, which is the milky mushroom, which grows at a higher temperature, is grown from February to March, February to April, and then from July to September. This is the condition in the plains. Now we come to the elevated lands. This is the area where this center is placed at Solon. Here the button mushroom can be grown from September to March in seasonal conditions. We are talking about seasonal conditions. In the white argus can be grown in summer, from March to May, and from July to August. The auricularia from March to May. The pleurotus can be grown throughout the year over here because we have different varieties in oyster. The shiitake can be grown in the same time as this button mushroom can be grown from October to February. Psilocybe during summer, April to June. Now we come to elevated areas which have some higher range. We can give example of above areas above Shimla. So here, this butter mushroom can be grown from March to November because from December to February it will be very cold. So in seasonal conditions, it cannot be grown. Batagus, auricularia, Psilocybe, these three mushrooms cannot be grown in these higher areas. We can grow pleurotus from May to August, and then this lentillula from December to this April. So this is the range of mushrooms which can be grown because India also has a wide range of this climate. So temperature varies from minus to straight away up to 50 degrees in some regions. So we can grow different mushrooms in different regions depending on the climate prevailing. So in a nutshell, in the coastal areas, we can grow pleurotus, Volvella, and Psilocybe. And in northeast, we can grow pleurotus, Lentilluna, auricularia, bisporus. And in the central and eastern regions, we can grow Psilocybe and pleurotus. So now I will be giving an economic analysis. Before that, we can see in which part of the year, what type of work is being done in a mushroom farm, which grows mushroom throughout the year. So in January, we see when the temperature is around 14 or 16 degrees, they may be preparing compost, or if they have prepared compost, it will be in for spawn run. In February, the fruiting will be there. In March also. Then in April, they can go for preparation of substrate for milky mushroom. So they can grow milky mushroom during May and June, and then after that they can go for preparation of substrate for this oyster mushroom. They can grow oyster mushroom during this August, September, and then in October they can go again for compost preparation for this white Belgian mushroom, and in November, December, so the white Belgian button mushroom will be fruiting. So this is the calendar, what we can do, what doing in what part of the year. So this is the example how this low-cost mushroom huts are prepared, making bamboos and this paddy straw. There are different stages of growing, of making of that hut. So now we will be taking an example where we will be taking 2 crops of butter mushroom, 1 of oyster and 1 of Psilocybe, and in a simple shed, which is of 40 by 25 size. So we will growing a shed of this size, and the composting shed also, and the packing room and a storage shed. So we will see what expenses we will be conducting for making of this shed. So taking all the expenses into consideration, the raw material, the poultry manure, the spawn, gypsum, labor, everything, the total amount of expenditure which has been conducted for this throughout the year, it is around 6 lakhs 589. And the expected returns which you see, white button we will be getting around 5 tons of that, oyster mushroom around 3 tons, milky around 3 tons. So expected revenue which we will be getting is around 8 lakhs. So the amount of profit which we will be getting using this 2 crops of white butter mushroom, 1 crop of milky, 1 of oyster, this structure is around 2 lakhs. So in the end, we consider what the benefits of this round agricultural mushrooms. It is a continuous economic returns the farmer will be getting, and the resource utilization will be also there for throughout the year. Then they will be getting nutrition for the family members. In some part of India, they are growing mushrooms just to consume within the family. So they will be getting this nutrition diet throughout the year for the family members, and the employment generation. If they grow mushrooms throughout the year, they will be getting employment also throughout the year. Then there's one more important fact. So this change of these mushrooms, growing button, then oyster, then psilocybin, this will also break the chain of epidemics of pest and disease, because if you grow same mushroom again and again, those same types of pest and disease will also be there, and their chain cannot be broken. So once different mushrooms are grown, the chain of this pest and disease is also broken. So what we learned in this lecture is that how this machineries and the use of IT in mushroom cultivations, and the round agricultural mushrooms for seasonal farmers who do not have the facilities for growing mushrooms throughout the year. So this is all. Thank you.